All righty, guys. Welcome back to the iCoach Nutrition Radio podcast. iCoach family, super excited to chat with y'all here once again this week. Coming at y'all with two podcasts as promised, staying consistent. Proud of myself. Guys, this morning, what I'm going to be chatting about is how to lose weight without spending countless hours in the gym. Okay. A lot of people are surprised to hear that, I could get a client to work out, really, I could get them to lose weight without working out at all. Obviously, part of living a healthy lifestyle definitely involves exercising and being active and incorporating both strength training and cardiovascular training. But it's a misnomer there in that a lot of people think that they have to spend countless hours in the gym in order to lose weight. Right? They think that they have to do countless hours of cardio in order to lose weight. They're like, I don't have time to sit there and spend 5, 6, 7 days a week at the gym and be at the gym for an hour, 2 hours, however long. And so the reality of it is that you don't have to, right? The good news is that you don't have to. When it comes to losing weight, exercising is not what gets you to lose weight, right? What gets you to lose weight is eating in a calorie deficit, right? And the only way to know whether or not you're eating in a calorie deficit is if you're actually tracking your calorie intake. Right. And so this would be something that's done through an app, a free app like MyFitnessPal, or the newer version, kind of the more 2022 version is called Chronometer, Chronometer. So search both of those apps in the App Store. You can download both of them for free. You can see which one you like better. But the reality of it is that you don't have to work out to lose weight. Now, when you think about how do I create a calorie deficit, you can do that in one of two ways. You can either start exercising more, right? And you can increase your calorie expenditure, which could bring you into a calorie deficit. Or what you could do is you could reduce your calorie intake, which could also bring you into a calorie deficit. So there's one of two, or you could do both, right? But ultimately, there are plenty of clients that I work with over the last 10 plus years here. I've worked with literally over 1,000 clients one-on-one. There are some clients that I work with that don't work out at all. There's some clients that I work with that work out kind of the bare minimum. And then there's some clients that I work with that work out a whole bunch, right? And so it's starting to learn what your energy needs are, right? Based off how many calories that you're burning on a daily basis, you've got to start to understand how many calories do I actually need to be able to lose weight, how many calories I need to be able to maintain my weight, and how many calories I need to be able to gain weight or, eat in a calorie surplus if my goal is to build muscle. Okay. So how to lose weight without spending countless hours in the gym, bringing this back, the ultimate way to be able to do this is to start tracking your food intake. Right. And I know this is something that a lot of people don't want to hear. I'll be the first one to say that tracking your food is not the most enjoyable thing. It kind of sucks, right? Like, who wants to actually sit there and track every single thing that they're eating, right? But it's just like finances or anything else, right? If you don't track it, you typically don't change it, right? And so if you're working towards a goal, you really need to focus on actually tracking, right? So that you can build awareness, and that awareness precedes change. So what I would actually recommend in terms of a workout program or an exercise regimen there in order to help with you living a healthy lifestyle and just to help kind of, with the overall process of being able to lose weight, what I'd recommend is if you can prioritize doing 2 to 3 workouts a week. And what those workouts should look like is a combination between strength training and cardiovascular training. And those workouts really being no more than just an hour. If you can go into the gym, warm up, do a workout, and do some type of cool down after, right? You should be in and out of the gym in an hour or less. You also should be able to do any of these workouts from home if need be, right? Doing dumbbell workouts at home or body weight workouts at home. Something is always going to be better than nothing, okay? But you definitely don't have to feel like you have to spend countless hours in the gym in order to lose weight, because that's just a story that you may have heard, or you may still be telling yourself, that is simply just not true, right? It's a false belief. It's a fallacy. It's a myth. Okay. Now, with that said, if you're not wanting to track your food intake and you're really sedentary right now, you're not working out at all, right? And you're just like, I just want to start exercising, start working out in order to create a calorie deficit for me and see if that helps me to lose weight, you absolutely can do that, right? Or if you're like, I absolutely hate working out and despise working out, I don't ever want to step foot in a gym or exercise a day in my life. Well, now you're going to really need to actually track your food intake to create that calorie deficit. But the point here, I really want to drill home, and I know that y'all probably heard me say this a million times, but you do not have to do any of these crazy fad diets or take weight loss medications or weight loss pills or do weight loss surgeries or whatever it may be. But you do have to actually put in the work and track your food intake. If you're not willing to use a free app and track your food intake, right? And again, you don't have to do this for the rest of your life, but if you're not willing to do this for at least a period of time, let's call it 90 days, then you really just don't care about losing weight all that much. And that's just the honest conversation that you have to have with yourself, and really the realization that you have to come to, right? But the reality of it is there's multiple ways of going about losing weight here in terms of creating that calorie deficit. But creating a calorie deficit is the number one way and the only way to lose weight. And whether you choose to increase your calorie expenditure with exercise, or whether you try to reduce your calorie intake with eating less, you can do either one, or you can do both, but you have to ultimately create a calorie deficit. And if you don't do that, you will not lose weight. You can try any diet under the sun. You can try any exercise program under the sun. But if you're not actually consistently eating in a calorie deficit, that's when you will know that you will not lose weight. And if you're struggling with losing weight, you're not eating in a calorie deficit, even if you think you are, right? And I'll add one more piece to this. Most clients, when they start tracking their food on MyFitnessPal or Chronometer, they will report back and say, I don't get it. I'm eating in a calorie deficit and I'm not losing weight. And the reality of it is what I've seen over the last 10 plus years of coaching clients one-on-one, working with over 1,000 clients one-on-one on this specific skill set, is a 500 to a 1,000 calorie discrepancy in how many calories they think they're eating versus how many calories they're actually eating. Okay. So this podcast is going to be super short today. I just want this nugget to be something that you think about, you reflect on, right? And if you're somebody that's struggling with losing weight, again, don't blame it on the fact that you don't have time to work out. You don't have time to spend countless hours in the gym, right? Because you can lose weight without exercising at all. So be encouraged by that. And if you have questions, drop them below. Let me know. Let's start a conversation. I'd love to help you in whatever way that I can there. Guys, I hope you have an amazing day. iCoach family, appreciate you as always. And until next time.